are my bangs doing today? What? Hi, welcome to a new reading vlog. I apologize for the length of time between the last one and this one. We have had a lot of bad luck come our way. Firstly, one of our dogs, Obi. Hi. So this guy had a gum disease that was spreading fast, and he got some infections from it, and they were spreading fast to his brain. So we had to have emergency surgery, and he had to have he had to have 15 teeth removed. So it was a bit of a recovery, but he did really well, and he's back to normal with 15 less teeth. But that obviously was a lot to deal with. It was very scary. He has epilepsy, and he also has some underlying kidney problems that we haven't figured out quite what that is yet. That's the next step. So him going into surgery was a really high risk surgery, but it was also sort of like high risk versus high risk. Like, if we don't go into surgery, he's gonna die, but he may die in surgery, but like, so it was a lot. But he's fine. He's alive. He's alive, my baby. He still has kidney problems, but once he's properly healed, dog fur everywhere. Once he's properly healed from this surgery, we can start to run some more tests and figure out exactly what is wrong with his kidneys. Mitch got a cold. He was really unhappy for a few days. The power went out in our building. He fell down the stairs. He's okay. But it was just, there are so many things going wrong. It is insane. But I'm hoping that it will be smooth sailing going forward. Anyway, okay, so new reading vlog. So I don't quite know how I'm gonna film and organize this video. I think we're just gonna go with pure chaos because that's kind of the thing I do best. But it is the Maassive Readathon in June, which Mass is Sarah J. Maas, one of my favorite fantasy authors. And it's kind of like an immersive online experience where there's like reading prompts, and you're sort of going through the Throne of Glass world. You get to like collect characters and go along a map, and each reading prompt that you complete, you know, gets you further on your journey. It's also immersive in the sense that, you know, there's a Discord group, there's reading sprints, like it's just sort of a month of reading to like get everyone to like make new friends and just, you know, have a nice welcoming space on the internet. So that's what I'm preparing for today. So basically this year's journey is that we are going to the coronation of Aelin, who is the main character in Throne of Glass, and here is my invitation to the coronation. Very exciting. But I need to travel across the world to get to her coronation. So it's very cute, very exciting. So yeah, here's what I have to do. I need to set up all this info in my journal and do some fun journal spreads so I can like track my own reading. I need to pick the books for the prompts. I need to figure out what I'm gonna read in June. June is actually, I think, next Wednesday. So like a week from now is June. So leaving it right to the last minute, which is, you know, what I'm good at. So today I thought it would be fun to go to the big Indigo. Usually I go to my local Indigo chapters to pick up books, but you know, I've just been cooped up in the house for the past 5 days, taking care of Obi, which is totally fine. Been going a little stir crazy, so I thought it would be fun to go on a little adventure and go across the bridge, across the ocean to the bigger Indigo, which has a lot more selection than mine does. Have a look around and see if there's any books I want to pick up for the readathon. And there's like a reading buddy group that will be reading one book throughout the month, so that while we're all doing our own separate prompts, we can also all read this book together and like chat about it. And that's the Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea, which is something that I definitely have on my TBR, so I thought I'd go pick that up for sure and then just have a browse. So welcome. Everything is chaos, everything is terrible, but we can do this. Okay, so I have planned out my journey through the map in June. So I wanted to show you guys really quick kind of what I'm thinking for each prompt. I've picked a book for pretty much every prompt, but realistically, I'm not going to read 27 books in June, as great as that would be. But a lot of these can be, of course, multiple prompts. But, so first up is Briarcliff, read a book with a red cover. I'm going for Survive the Dome. For Star-Crossed Lovers, I have chosen The Darkness Outside Us. As you guys know, I don't read synopses of books after I purchase them. So if I remember correctly, this is like kind of a enemies to lovers thing in a spaceship. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this counts as Star-Crossed Lovers, and we're just gonna roll with it. So for Manon Witches, I have chosen volume 1 of this. I think that they're wizards, but maybe there'll be some witches in there. Who knows? 'Tis magic. Paranth reminds you of your fave musician. Obviously, My Chemical Romance is my favorite band musician. So I'm going with Tarasim, The City of Dusk. And the reason I'm choosing this is because got some little skulls on the inside. You know, there's some black sprayed edges. It's very Welcome to the Black Parade. That's my reasoning. For Orinth Found Family, I'm going with New Release, The Change, about a bunch of badass women going through menopause and finding each other and solving crimes. For the buddy read, it's The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. I picked up a copy of that today. Author from Underrepresented Background. I have, oh geez, the whole stack's coming down. I've gone with the Atlas 6, and this is the Fairy Loot Special Edition. For Wolf Tribe, it's a book with wolves in it, and I didn't find a specific one to read for that, but I do want to read The Crown of Gilded Bones. I think that's, which prompt is that for? That is for Exandria, which is a book with horses in it, so I'm assuming I'll probably just use both wolves and horses with The Crown of Gilded Bones, because we got all kinds of animals in that series. Okay, Second Chance Romance, which is Adian's prompt. I have chosen I Kissed Shara Wheeler. I don't know if this is Second Chance Romance. Based on the blurb, from what I remember, it's like, it could be if they end up together at the end. I don't know, but we're gonna roll with it. For Amaroth's white cover, I'm going with an arc that I was sent, Friend of the Devil. I have not read this yet. It came out in May, but unfortunately I didn't get it until right at the end of May, but I still want to get to it and read it since, you know, the publisher was kind enough to send it to me for free. And then next one, where are we? Comfort book. I chose Heartstopper Volume 2. It's at the very bottom of the pile. We're not going to pull it out. Okay, tropical setting. Again, this is just a guess based on the blurb. I'm going with the Kaiju Preservation Society. Okay, and then for Lorcan, Grumpy Sunshine book, I'm going with the Love Hypothesis. Again, based on no knowledge whatsoever. I think there's a Grumpy and a Sunshine one in that one, but that's what we're gonna attempt regardless. Dragons. We're going for Ragna Krisman Volume 2, because that is all about the dragons, baby. Desert setting. Again, you guys are used to this by now. I don't know if this has a desert setting, but it's The Dark Tourist, which is kind of a travel nonfiction about a guy that visits, you know, dark places as a tourist. But I think that he might go to some sort of desert place, so that's what we're gonna put. Stone, where are we? Stone Marshes, lock or key on cover or title. I'm going with Hotel Magnifique because there is a big old key right there. All right, this one's easy. Book starts with letter M. I'm going with Message Not Found. For short book, I'm gonna read The Taking of Jake Livingston because it's just over 200 pages and it's the shortest book on my TBR. Okay, Protective Sibling. Again, don't know if this is actually going to be accurate, but I'm going with the Inheritance Games. On TBR longest, I don't know which one that will be. These are all relatively new, but it might be A Dowry of Blood, which is also skull on the cover. Okay, TikTok trend. I don't know any TikTok trends because I don't use TikTok that much, but I decided to go with a TikTok trending book, which is Ice Planet Barbarians. Everyone loves this book. Okay, Dorian, shadows on the cover. I'm going with Gallant because they're kind of shadows. Roll with me. You're getting the trend here. We're just rolling with it. Based on mythology, A River Enchanted, because I think this is slightly based on mythology. Who knows? For diverse representation, I'm going with Like Home. And lastly, Skull's Bay is a book with pirates. And again, I don't know too much about this, but it has a pirate meeting house on the map. So methinks we could have pirates. I wanted to do a quick mail opening because both of these are book related. This is from Tor Nightfire. Can't remember. They've been sending me a lot of books, so I genuinely have no idea what this one will be. Ooh. Yes. Daughter of Red Winter. Ooh, this is like one of my most anticipated reads this year. Like how most of my anticipated reads are like Tor Nightfire. They're just killing it. This goes on sale in June. I don't know the actual date. And okay, so Rain can see and speak to the dead, a gift that comes with a death sentence. All her life, she has hidden, lied, and run to save her skin, and she's made some spectacularly bad choices along the way. But it is a rare act of kindness, rescuing an injured woman in the snow, that becomes the most dangerous decision Rain has ever made. Because the woman is fleeing from Red Winter, the fortress monastery of the fantasy word. Draowen. Warrior magicians who answer to no king and who will stop at nothing to reclaim what she's stolen. A battle, a betrayal, and a horrific revelation force Rain to enter the citadel and live among the Draowen. Oh boy. She soon finds that her secret ability could be the key to saving an entire nation, though she might have to die to make it happen. Look at that. Now, the only problem is that June is obviously the Maassive Readathon. So I'm gonna need a way to slip this in there somehow. I haven't even talked about what I'm reading currently in this reading vlog. When I get home, we can go into all of that, because I still have today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 5 days before June, and I'm reading 2 books. And then I got some bookmarks from Bookmarks by Alicia. Now this is Summerween is happening in July, and that is like obviously a readathon. I think it's for like a full week in July. So they've been releasing a bunch of like specific merch. There's like book sleeves and t-shirts and bookmarks. So I got one of everything because I love these readathons. So this is the special edition bookmark for Summerween, and you can actually write your TBR on here with like a dry erase marker and then erase it. It's very cute. And then it has all the reading prompts on the bottom. I really liked her shop, so I actually ordered 2 other bookmarks as well. So I got Ew, David from Schitt's Creek, and then of course, Fuck the Patriarchy. Okay, I just looked it up really quick. This is my very organized list of upcoming releases. Yes, so this is June 28th. So I actually have some time to read this, so maybe I can find a place to read this during the Maassive Readathon. Okay, since this is a reading vlog, and we're probably like 15 minutes in and I haven't done any reading or talked about any reading, I figured it was time. That's really loud. I'm gonna get my headphones, hold on. I have 5 days until June 1st. So I want to wrap up my 2 current reads. The first, oh my God. You guys, I'm so professional, don't even worry about it. Using a candle and a water bottle as a tripod, so. First up, Crescent City 2, House of Sky and Breath. I love this series so much. I mean, Sarah J. Maas, obviously probably my favorite fantasy author. I pretty much love everything she writes, but this is so freaking good. I think what I'm really enjoying about this series is that it feels a lot more relevant and political than her other series. You know, this is very much about kind of the 1%. Like, there's the Asteri that are like this ruling group of angels that basically run the whole planet, and everything they say goes. And it feels very much like we are the billionaires and we control this whole world and nothing you do can change it. And in the first book, it was kind of touched upon, but this second book is way more political. There's this like massive uprising happening, and our main group in this book have become rebels, and it's really complex. Like, I mean, it's like 900 pages, but it's a really fast read, just like all Sarah J. Maas's books are. I just devour them, and yeah, I'll probably finish this tomorrow, to be honest. I only have like maybe 200 pages left, just about 200 pages left, so I'm sure I will whiz through this tomorrow morning. But I'm kind of sad because I don't want it to end, because this book just came out this year, so which means we're gonna have to wait for the 3rd one. And knowing Sarah J. Maas, she's gonna end on a cliffhanger and probably make me cry. So yeah, looking forward to that. The other book I'm reading is An Arc From Below by Darcy Coates, and it was sent to me by Poison Pen Press, and this comes out June 7th, so obviously I want to get this done because they would like the review to be up on the website the 1st week of June, which is next week. I'm only 100 pages in. It's definitely, I think, more on the slow burn side, maybe medium burn. Definitely enjoying it though. This covers 2 of my favorite subgenres in horror. One, which is aquatic horror, and the second, which is a really specific subgenre, which is where we're filming a documentary or a reality show while horror happens around us. This is both of those. So this follows a group of documentarians who have discovered a sort of Titanic type ship that sunk, and oh geez. And this ship, I guess it's kind of like the what is that ship called? Mary Celeste ship, where this massive Titanic type ship sinks and no one knows how it sunk. No one knows what really happened. And the ship has finally been found in the deep depths of the ocean. And this small group of people are going down there to investigate the wreckage and film it all for a documentary. It also jumps back and forth to sort of, it's like counting down, like the first back and forth chapters, it was like 11 days before the sinking of the ship, 10 days before the sinking of the ship. So I kind of like that we're going from like modern day. This group of documentarians are literally, you know, searching through this ship, and then the next chapter will be counting down until the actual sinking. So that's a really cool concept that I'm enjoying a lot. Also really creepy. I think that author's doing a really great job of building suspense, considering this is all happening in like an hour, you know, the present day stuff, but it feels really intense. And while they're doing their initial exploration, they're starting to find really weird things, like writing on the walls of the ship that say really creepy things, and like doors that have been barred shut. And yeah, it's really, really creepy. And also I think it's really hard to write underwater scenes and create that sort of real sense of anxiety and danger, and this is spot on. Like, there is quite a few scenes where the characters are deep underwater. Their oxygen is running low, they're getting kind of paranoid because there's stuff going on underneath the water in the ship, and I can almost feel myself kind of like gasping for air. So that's really, really hard to do. So I commend Darcy for pulling this off so far. But yeah, I think I probably won't give anything more than that, because obviously that's not fair. This comes out next week. Nope. A week after next week. June 7th. This will come out on June 7th. So just know that I am reading this, but I will not come back to you until I finish to give you my final thoughts. Guess who's jumping back into World of Warcraft right before a big readathon. And this is my freaking badass undead character, Hunt Athalar. So excited. Me and Mitch are gonna play right now.
You are a soldier of the mighty
Okay, so I still have like 130-ish pages left of this book, but this is fucking terrifying. Like, think about how many books I read, think about how many horror books I read, how many horror movies I watch. I don't get scared easily. This is chilling. It's so good and it's so terrifying, and I wish I could spoil it and tell you guys everything, but it's so good. It's so scary. I'm gonna go finish it. Alright, it's time to wrap up this reading vlog because tomorrow is June 1st and it's the start of the Maassive Readathon. So I'm going to try and do weekly vlogs during that, but I'm not making any promises ever. But I finished Crescent City 2, House of Sky and Breath. You saw how that went for me. It absolutely destroyed me. I need book 3 immediately, and I know that I might have to wait like 2 years, and it just sucks. But it was a really, really, really good read. And I finished From Below, which is also a really good read and also really terrifying. And this comes out June 7th. I highly recommend picking this up if you love horror, if you love aquatic horror, if you like to be really scared while you're reading, because this was terrifying. 5 out of 5. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.